Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. It's not way below freezing, but it's still below freezing. Just enough that it makes it freaking miserable to try to work out in it. I just ran out of propane, ain't that nice? What I got here is a half-ton Dodge. And this one here, I put a motor in it here a couple, 3 years ago. Just something, they were driving down the road and it just went boom, blew up. Drop valve. What they got going on it right now is it dies on occasion. Here, I'll show you. Well, now it's not gonna start. And this is part of the deal. It wasn't starting too. Yeah, you see me wiggle my hand and it fired right up? That's what's going on. I told them it left no trace. No check engine light. All the lights on the dash would just quit and it'd die going down the highway after they hit a bump. And I'd make sure to ask them, you know, does it do it when you hit a bump or anything like that? Yeah, it did. Glare. And yeah, it did. But here, I'll show you how I found this. Of course, that's where you really have to talk to the customer. Well, I need to trim that mustache, don't I? Everybody talks about I need to trim my raggedy beard. People are really obsessed with my beard. I don't know. But they said you hit a bump going down the highway and it just quits. Just boom, quits, like you shut it off. And when it starts back up, it leaves no trace, no codes, no nothing. And yes, it'll do that when your ignition switch is starting to go bad. I'm just gonna wiggle and you'll see the dash flicker right there. Now all I did was just wiggle like this. And it takes very little and it won't recover. And now it won't start again. Now watch my hand. As soon as I wiggled a little bit, that thing fired right up. Diagnostics does not have to be that hard on some of these things. Sometimes it's a nightmare and it won't give you any indication of what's going on. You know, the computer won't talk to you. It won't give you any avenue to go forward with. You don't have any information. The customer is the one that drives the vehicle. The customer is your first point of contact when it comes to finding out what's wrong. There's not going to be any real diagnostic time on this. All I did was start it. Wiggle. I went by symptom, and it took me right straight to the problem. And when I went to talk to you guys, see, it started for me every time. But when I turned on the camera here, then it wouldn't start. Perfect. Perfect. How quickly can I get to the problem when it decides I'm going to act up now? Too many times it comes to me and it just says, I'm fine, no problem here, you don't got to touch me, please leave me alone. Oh. And then you can't find anything because there's nothing wrong. You know it's there. The customer has the complaint. They're not going crazy, usually. I can count on one hand the number of crazy people that I've dealt with in 25 years. They were memorable, but still, when the customer thinks there's a problem, there's usually a problem. I wanted to, this was something I could get on here and show you right on camera what's going on. That's got a Hemi in it. Oop. 5.7 Hemi. That's the only one I've ever, well, no, I put one in some years ago also. But it had nothing to do with the valves locking up. This one just locked up valves, hit pistons, spit followers out, all kinds of stuff. And it was just running down the road. I don't know. But that's what I got going on right now. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.